The Rams are 2-7, everybody, but we're going back home today to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, to host the Tennessee Titans, who come in at 6-3, bolstering a top 2 NFL defense and a top 10 offense as well, behind 75 overall quarterback Clyde Simpson. But the story of the year so far for us has been Jesse Wagner. Last week, he had the best game of his career so far in his rookie season, dropping 5 touchdowns in a loss against the Colts, which our defense just completely let us down in that fourth quarter. It was a heartbreaking loss. We led the entire way until the last second when Jake Elliott hit the game-winning field goal. Prior to that, we led the entire way. Bracket popped off for like $1.50 in the second half alone, and I just don't know what happened to our defense. I really don't, because we got a pick in that fourth quarter too, and it didn't really matter. We got points out of it, went up 35-12, and then lost the game. Now, Wagner, since the playbook change, has really pulled his season around. After 9 turnovers in his first 3 games, he's now only got 10 INTs through week 10. So that's still a pretty high number through week 10, but compared to the first 3 weeks, he has been miles better than he was since then. But today, our defense is, top 3 in yards, but the Titans have the number 1 offense and our defense in yards and the number 2 defense in points per game. But today is another day for Wagner. He has a chance to break out and get star dev. He throws 1 or fewer INTs and 300 scrimmage yards, or throws for 3 total touchdowns, or just 3 touchdowns in general. So that's important. We're going to see if he can get out of normal dev today. But we also got DeMarcus Brewer, a recommendation from our assistant GM to scout him. So we'll scout him alongside Shaq McCutcheon and Damian Lowry, another quarterback in this draft. It's supposed to go around 2 or 3. And we'll get more info on those guys. We'll take a look at those guys next episode. But for this game, we're going to continue to throw at medium because that seems to work well with Wagner. And for the defense, we're going to start to throw it short, but we're going to see if that's going to actually work against this high-powered offense. They've got an X-Factor running back in DeAndre Morrison, so they are not missing Derrick Henry at all anymore, and their offense is kind of back to where they were when he was on this team. So here we go, back at home, gonna rock the throwback color rush uniforms. If you guys wouldn't mind, please do consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. It goes a long way and just lets my channel grow and gets it out to a lot more people. Would really appreciate that. But coming off last week, losing 35-36 and having 5 offensive touchdowns and a great overall day, looking for more of the same, or at least something similar here against Tennessee. But with their top 2 NFL defense, it's going to be tough to do so. Nice return here in the kickoff from Stoudemire as we start from the 35-yard line. But here we go. First look in week 11 for Jesse Wagner. First play from scrimmage. He's got Stoudemire out wide in the flat for a gain of 7. Next play, back to the air, pressure, but it's complete for a first down. Right back to 88. From the 46. Nice throw. There's a flag down. Reinhardt's got the first down. But is this on us or them? It's going to be roughing the passer. Okay. Tack on 15 more. We're already up to their 27-yard line. Williams' first carry. Nothing there. Second down, right back to them, but really good run defense so far by Tennessee. Nothing doing. The 3rd and 9. Play action for Wagner. He throws a strike, but it's knocked away from Trevor Offord, and it was a late throw. He had him wide open for a huge stretch. He or Stoudemire could both be targets here, and he makes a late throw, and so that leads to a bat down on the high point throw, unfortunately. So that one's on Wagner, but we still got points out of the drive, and we lead 3-0. At least we drove down the field, right? That's a good sign. But now it's time for our defense to come out against Clyde Simpson, who's only thrown 4 INTs this year, 17 touchdowns. He's really taking care of the ball. We had only 1 pick last week. We'll see if we can get 1 or 2 more today against a pretty low overall quarterback. Morrison has a hole up the middle for a first down. Again, he's got the X factor. But if our run defense can play well today, we should be able to at least give ourselves a chance to win this game. This one's called a slant. That's Scott for a first down across the Rams 45. 20 yards on a slant route. Come on, guys. Next play. Simpson under pressure, but he gets it away and it's caught. First down for Colin Cantwell up to the 25. Right back to the ground, but nice stuff there. Kenneth Murray wraps up Morrison. From the 23. Good protection, but it's intercepted by Emmanuel Forbes. Holy cow, what a play. Contested throw. Not an easy catch. And Forbes just puts his hands in there and makes the grab. Sticky hands for him with those gloves. The offense comes back out. Big play by our defense there in the red zone. So that prevents any points from getting put on the board by Tennessee as somebody just got taken out by, I think that was Noah Gallagher, our third tight end, just decked somebody. 2nd and 1. It is caught in traffic. That's David Parson going up for the high point throw. Next play. Williams has a hole but tripped up from behind. Gain of 4. Probably his best run. 2nd and 6. There's another good one. Up to the 39. For 3rd and short. Pretty balanced approach so far, which I really appreciate with this playbook. This pass is caught. It's Trevor Alford wide open across the Tennessee 35. A 5 for 6 start for Jesse Wagner. Good to see that. A solid drive and a nice run there from Williams. 6 carries, 30 yards. Gonna give it right back to him on the outside. First down and more. And now he's hurt. No, and he's grabbing his right ankle. This is not the time. It's the first quarter. We cannot be missing him, man. He is a huge reason why the offense played so well last week. The 1st and 10, we're going to throw it, and we missed the throw for Davis, who had a step on the linebacker. Now Devon Shade comes in and goes out wide. 2nd down, floated and caught in the end zone. Beautiful toss to David Parson, who's been one of his favorite targets since the playbook change and since he became the starting tight end over Jeff Reinhart, who continues to battle for that starting tight end position. But what a throw by Wagner. He could have gone to him or Donald there. Both guys were open, but a nice touch pass. Need more of those on those deeper throws because we saw him throw a lot of picks on non-touch passes, which should have been touch passes early in the season. So that's a good play right there as McKinney makes a touchdown-saving tackle on Morrison. We got to do better against the run. This one is floated and broken up by Darius Richards. Saved another huge gain. 2nd and 10. Morrison gets the carry, but Jermaine Candidate comes out of nowhere and snuffs that one out. The first quarter is over, with 3rd and long coming up. The start from the 43 as we flip fields. Simpson's got plenty of time. Good protection. It's broken up again, though, by Richards. Just waited too long to get that pass away. We force a punt on 4th and 11. The offense gets the ball back from the 11. Up by 10. And the pistol. Wagner down the field. Threw it behind his receiver. Incomplete for Donald. 2nd down, back to the air. We got Stoudemire wide open out of the receiver wheel, I think that was. Already over 100 yards for Wagner passing-wise. Remember, he needs 300 total yards and 1 or less INTs to break out and get star development, but he throws a pick. No! And that is a pick 6. No, man. Well, there's one. He throws one more. He's going to miss the breakout chance unless he throws for 3 touchdowns or scores 3 touchdowns. He's already got the 1. But on this play, I just don't know what he saw here. He could dump it off for Josh Davis, who was open, but instead he throws it to Parson, who has a guy in front of him. I just don't know why he threw this ball. Maybe it's the awareness. I don't really know. But a horrible throw, and it's an easy return for Andrew Bullard. And Tennessee's right back in this game. Their first points come off of our offense, not our defense. So, that's not good. Back in this game, 1st and 10, though, we get it back on the 25. This is Josh Davis on the carry, his first of the day, with Williams now not returning, at least for now. This is Devon Shade fighting for yardage. I presume that he and Davis will split time the rest of the way if Williams does not come back. But Shade is breaking some tackles here. 6 yards on his first carry. Now, Josh Davis back in, outside. That was a poor missed block from George Kopp. Could have got a huge gain right there if he actually picks up that defender. Gonna go right back to the outside, and now it's Davis breaking a tackle up the sideline across the 40. He and Devon Shade both having a nice start to their day on the ground. 1st and 10, Wagner barely gets it away, almost took a sack there as the pocket was collapsing, but way to get that pass off. 2nd down, it's caught. Parson is 2 yards shy of the sticks. Got 3rd down. On the 28, we give it to Shade. He's got a huge hole inside the 15. Good job by this offensive line thus far, especially on the ground. Davis outside, flung down by the linebacker after 7 yards. 5 to go in the half. This pass is caught over the head of the linebacker. Beautiful toss to Devon Shade inside the 1 yard line. Like 2 inches out. Davis got to the line before his lineman did and does not get any yardage. 2nd and goal, fullback dive, he's in. George Kopp scores. Our 2nd touchdown here at the half. Wagner still only has 1, but needs 2 more to break out. But we lead right now, 17-7, thanks to this PAT. A 12-play, 6-minute drive. We saw 3 drives like this against the Ravens back in week 1, and we're back to it here. But Matthew Williams is done for the day. A high ankle sprain, which means that he could be out for multiple weeks. Just got to see after this game, but that's not good. So, Josh Davis, Devon Shade got to step up the rest of the game if we're going to win. No gain here, or 1 yard gain for Morrison. Nice tackle by George Vance. 2nd down. I think a lineman got taken out, and Ernest Jones is there to bat that pass away. Now we got 3rd and long. Simpson has a clean pocket, and he's got a man open. It's Scott. Just wide open, man. Not sure what happened here, but there's nobody near him on that side of the field until McKinney gets there at the end of it. Not sure what kind of defense we were playing on that play, but it wasn't good defense. That one's incomplete. There's just a drop, I think. He gave it to Morrison again, but Raheem Finch takes him down after only 1 yard. So another 3rd and 9. Can we get up the field this time? Simpson steps up and has Morrison wide open at the sideline. Up to the red zone now. 2 minutes to go out of the warning. Simpson dumps it off. Short throw to Carpenter for 2 yards. From the 19. A lot of throwing here. Simpson takes off though and does not get a whole lot. Another 3rd and long. Our 3rd chance this drive to force a stop. And Simpson missed his man wide open in the end zone. The lucky break for our defense because he had like 5 steps on Darius Richards. The field goal is good. The first points allowed by our defense here in this first half. We still have plenty of time to march down the field and score again. Offered over the middle, got 7 yards on that first play. From the Rams 32. Quick one, incomplete. He had shade open, just could not connect. Third down, pressure coming, dump for shade. He breaks a tackle and gets the first down. That is impressive. Great work by the young running back, who we have not seen a whole lot of hardly at all in his career. And now he's open again out of the backfield. Halfback angle across the Titans 40. And we are back within field goal range. Gonna throw it on first down. We got Stoudemire outside, but he stays in bounds and gets the first down. Up to the 25 now. Got one timeout left. Gonna run one more play here. Another throw out of bounds goes Parson. Gain of 10 more. And we are going to take the field goal now to erase their field goal drive on their previous possession. Great job to end this first half. We lead by 10, 20-10. We led at halftime last week. We led against the Ravens back in week 1. We lost both of those games. So really hoping for us to pull this one out today, because those games are both heartbreaking losses, soul-crushing losses. Right now, Seattle is up on the 1-8 Cardinals, 17-10 at the break, behind 2 passing touchdowns from Will Pollard. Looks like Kenneth Walker's got 37 yards on 9 carries. Meanwhile, the Steelers are hosting Quincy Gales and the Lions, and they end up losing 35-18. And yeah, Quincy Gales was a guy that I wanted to emulate with my draft pick at quarterback, but obviously did not really get that opportunity because I know it was a top 5 talent, so I took him, and he's not a scrambler or improviser. Now the Niners take down the Texans by 24-23 behind 3 touchdown passes for Brock Purdy. Big passing day for him. So they're above 500. We obviously are not. We are not bottom of our division, but we are close. If we lose this one, we are one step closer. So hoping to win this game, but here we go. Defense on the field first. It was a pretty important drive for us to score a field goal because they could double up on us here. But good drive by us. 2nd and 3. Morrison has a huge hole. Great blocking down the sideline. And it's Emmanuel Forbes receiving a touchdown. I don't know how he just caught it up, but I'll take it. They're already up to our 31-yard line. Play action. Quick throw. That's Carpenter for 4. 2nd down. Morrison, the 23. 83 yards on 10 carries. It's not a good sign. 3rd down. He's got it. Back in the red zone again on their 2nd straight possession. Simpson for the end zone. Intercepted for the 2nd time. It's Forbes. His 2nd today and his 3rd in the last 2 weeks. He had 1 in our loss against the Colts against Richardson, and now he's got 2 on Clyde Simpson. But that was just a bad pass. Underthrew Scott in the end zone. And really it was not a good idea either way, because he was not beat. The offense comes back out. Another red zone stop for this defense. Only 3 points allowed thus far. We're going nowhere here on this first play. 2nd down, right back to Davis, and he had no chance. Kyle Hamilton was right there immediately upon the snap. 3rd and 10. Wagner flushed out, and he goes down. And we go 10 yards backwards on our first drive of the quarter. So after a pretty deep punt, the Titans take over at the 50. Over the middle, incomplete. Ernest Jones there. We did choose to defend the short pass in this game, so nice job doing it there, as Morrison is taken down after a short gain by Daniel Levy, the soon-to-be X-Factor. Middle linebacker. Carl Graham takes down Simpson on 3rd down to force the punt. Carl Graham always seems to get 1 sack on a play just like that. 4th and 11. Great job by our defense to make them go backwards and force a punt after starting from midfield. Great job. Under 5 to go in the 3rd quarter, and we just can't run the ball anymore. 3 runs, 0 yards. 2nd and 10, we're going to try it again. And he's taken down from behind. Nothing doing whatsoever. Another 3rd and 10. From the 9-yard line, deep in our own territory, Wagner takes the safety. You can't do that in this situation because now it's a 1-score game. You cannot take that sack. You cannot take that safety. And we just had back-to-back identical 3-and-out drives. Now we have to punt the ball away, and Tennessee gets it back despite putting 2 points on the board. That is not good. They're going to start from their own 28-yard line. Orson there in the backfield. He'll get the delayed carry. But Levy takes him down after 5 yards. Levy won't have the X factor until he's about an 80 overall. That's when it will actually apply on the field. But for now, he's a superstar when he's playing out there. But once he becomes X factor, probably next year is when he'll actually have it on the field. This defense will hopefully be a lot better. But I think right now they're still playing pretty well. They have given us a chance to win this game. They are the reason why we're in front. But Simpson completes it to Scott down the field. Forbes got turned around. They're already back inside our 30-yard line. Minute to go here in the quarter. Simpson has a man wide open. It's Morrison. The second time at least that he's been wide open down the field for a 20-plus yard pickup. Now he gets the carry. And he's tackled inside the 5 by Levy. Last play of the quarter. Pitch out to Morrison. Great blocking. He's in there untouched. Tennessee scores a touchdown, and now they just got to go for 2 to tie the ball game. And then it's anybody's game with the 4th quarter left. They will go for 2. Untimed down. Simpson for the end zone. Wide open. It's Scott. A couple of good plays by Forbes, but he's also given up plenty of yards in this game. And our last one, too, we saw Jonathan Brackett torch him in the second half against the Colts. He's playing a very similar role as to DJ Reed, who was doing the exact same thing for us when he was here. So we take over here in the 4th quarter. That's our first positive yardage play of the second half. But then we go backwards on the end around. Loss of 2 for Offord. 3rd and 4 coming up. We still have no first downs. Can we convert this one? 4 to go. Wagner floats it. It's broken up, though, in coverage. Great play. That's Bullard. No, it's Robinson, actually. Never mind. But still, a great play by their secondary. And 3 straight 3-and-outs to start this second half. We have let Tennessee right back in this game. Just like our last game, just like against the Ravens in Week 1, it is a very similar performance. Right now, I think we're just a little too inconsistent. Morrison, nowhere to go that time, taken down by Baz Knights. But already over 100 rushing yards on less than 20 carries. 2nd and 10, and Levy gets there in the backfield for a huge sack. Unblocked. We brought the house, and Levy gets right to him. 3rd and 19. A chance to get off the field and get the ball back in the arms of the offense. This one is caught, though. It's Scott. This time he beats Terry Hackett in coverage, but Xavier McKinney is the safety, and he got beat too. As the safety, you are the last line of defense. You cannot get beat here. You just can't. That's on McKinney right there. They're already inside our 40 again. 1st and 10. It's bobbled, and we got to pick that one off next time. How many times have we seen that happen against us? We can't do it. 2nd down and 10. Cross-body throw. Intercepted, but there's a flag down. It's holding on the offense. But I guess Richards did not get both feet in bounds, so it's not going to be a pick. The penalty instead. Morrison back to the 42. 3rd and long coming up. Giving up plenty of these already. Can we get a stop here? Simpson throws it away. Had pressure from Baz Knights and others. The defense once again holds. They're doing their best to win us this game right now, because right now they've given up 11 points, and Wagner has allowed 9, which is just less than half of their points. So right now this game's kind of on him, despite his solid play in the first couple of quarters. Now we're seeing some miscues. This one is way overthrown. What is he seeing here? 2 straight missed throws from Wagner. 3rd and 10. Gotta get rid of it. It's dumped off for Reinhardt, and he has nothing. Sure, we're playing a top 2 NFL defense, but what happened to the offense in the first half? They just don't exist anymore. This is Cantwell, and he's gone. This is insane. New ways to lose each week, guys. Welcome to Rams football. Welcome to Rams football. Insane. Every week it's something new. I'm just in disbelief. 1st and 10. We're losing for the first time in this game in the 4th quarter. Just like all the others. Under 5 to play. Davis loses 4. What happened? We just can't muster anything. 3rd and 9. Wagner floats it. It's complete. It's offered wide open. He's going to tie the game. What in God's name just happened? 73 yards for number 5. Holy shit. Did not expect that after we almost had, what was that, 4 or 5 straight 3-and-outs? Had 3 steps on a linebacker, and Kyle Hamilton's nowhere in the area. And Offord's gone. The PAT is up. It's 27 apiece, but it shouldn't be. It should be 27-20 us. Simpson, incomplete, knocked away by Levy. Trying to go for Scott. Just got to get a defensive stop and score to win the game. That one's knocked away by Ernest Jones. So 3rd and 10. Another chance for a stop. Simpson has so much time. He's got a man open. How many times in this second half have we seen Simpson back up, have so much time to throw, and he eventually finds the open guy on 3rd and long? It's happened at least 4 times in this half alone. Despite the other couple of stops that we've had, it's not enough. And now Morrison's outside, up to the 30-yard line. 140 yards on the ground. It seems like that if we don't game plan for the run, we don't stop the run at all. It's been the case in every game where I haven't done it so far this season. And frankly, based off this game and last game, I don't think our defense is as good as we thought they were. I think there's still things to work out there, because now Tennessee is already inside the red zone. Now we're using our timeouts. 3rd and 2. Got to get a stop. We don't. Our 2nd and 2 rather, but doesn't matter. They got the first anyways. No timeouts left. 1st and goal, Tennessee. They give it to Morrison. He will score, which is probably the best thing for us, because they could have just smoked the clock there and taken a field goal to walk off the game just like the Colts did. But instead we have a chance, I guess. But once again, we're losing by a touchdown. We've only had 1 good offensive play all second half long. So what do we get here with 58 seconds left and no timeouts? Wagner misses the throw. Way off the mark. Didn't see any of this there in the first half, and now it's coming out of the woodwork on every drive here in the second. Another missed throw off target. And these aren't even short throws either. 3rd and 10. Wagner backs up, and this one's complete to Donald. His first catch of the game comes on our final possession. From the 49, about 20 seconds to go. Caught out of bounds, David Parson. And now we got over 300 yards for Wagner. Only 1 pick so far. So right now, he's on track to break out. He's got so much time to throw here. Get rid of it. Look at this protection. How do we not complete that? It would have been a game-ending play, but still. Probably our last chance. 5 seconds left. 3rd and 3 from the 45. Gotta go for the end zone. He heaves it. It is knocked away, but a flag is down. No way they just gave us pass interference. They did. We have a chance to force overtime. An untimed down from the 1-yard line. First and goal. 5 wide. Wagner. End zone. It is broken up for Donald. And the Rams lose. And we did not deserve to win. We're 2-8. 2 straight heartbreakers. Wow. Well, I think I am close to being done with this season, folks. I think it's been pretty clear for a while where this team is going, but I mean, Wagner was better than usual in this game, but through the pick 6, he himself allowed 9 points to be scored, and we lost by 7. And we couldn't stop the run. This defense has a lot of question marks, man. We were, I think, fully healthy coming in, and just couldn't stop the run hardly at all. Now, we got a couple of sacks, but not enough, and really not enough pressure in general on Simpson, given that he can move outside the pocket. Not enough to force bound throws. And pretty similar game as to last week, but the only saving grace out of this game is that 1, Wagner played well, and 2, he played well enough to earn star dev. So it does not even matter that he was a normal dev trait coming out of the draft. Now he's got star dev, and he's not going to lose it, at least for a full season. But we have lost 3 straight games, 2 straight nail biters that we could have won easily. But I think I'm going to simmer next 3 games and see where things are at after that, because I'm probably only going to do 1 more episode for the year, because we're not going to make the playoffs. We are kind of seeing the progression of Wagner throughout the year, and we kind of know how he's going to end his year off, I think. So we'll see what happens, though. But this playbook change has worked for us. And Matthew Owens, by the way, ends up being perfectly fine after the game, so he won't miss any playing time. And we take down the 7-3 Giants, 14-7, a low-scoring game. But Wagner, played pretty well, but we're just not throwing a whole lot of yards per game on these simmed ones. We usually got like less than 200 passing yards, which was the case against the Colts too. Touchdowns for Parson and Tremaine Donald here. A sack for Quincy Basnight and a pick for Richards. So a couple defenders making up for some lackluster play in their previous game. But now Kennett's got a chance to break out too, just like Wagner did. So if he puts up an INT, forced fumble, tackle for loss, or a sack in this next game, then he'll break out. And for Jesse Wagner, upgrade point for him. I've been very happy with his development as the year has gone on. Obviously, the first 4 weeks were a complete debacle and were awful. But so far this year, he's turned things around. The second half of the year has been way better than the first 4 to 5 weeks. So we take down the Texans now, who are 5-6 coming in. 24-17 win, another game where we throw below 200 passing yards, but still the rating for Wagner is above or around 100, which is where it needs to be for us to be competitive in these games. And we're winning games when he does that. And again, he had a rating of 99.9 in the showcase game today that we lost. So he played well enough for us to win the game, but the defense had a couple of bad plays. He had a couple of bad plays too. But Candidate does break out. Thanks to this game, he had a sack and a tackle for loss. He gets star dev too, so at least there is some good stuff going on to end the year. He also got 20k XP for him, so 3 skill points to use on a guy that was like a 70 overall normal dev coming out of the draft. And once we're done here, he's going to be a star dev 76 with still a couple of weeks left. So really happy with his development, happy with Wagner's. Still waiting for a bit more from Antoine Washington and Raheem Finch especially. But I think Candidate has made a name for himself, and so is Levy, of course. Going to use an upgrade point for him to go field general, but again, he won't have the X factor on the field until next season, most likely. Now, we just beat the Cardinals too, who were obviously like a one-win team coming in, so we should have won this game, and we do. Wagner plays pretty well. There's a lot more yards than we're used to, but we hold Joey Simpson to below 170. And, so far, the ground game has been playing well in these sim games too. Matthew Williams has been having a really nice season. 2 touchdowns for Offord, a big day for Donald through the air with over 120 receiving yards. Now a sack for Finch. I was waiting for a play for him. We throw a pick to Jalen Thompson, but we come out on top 28-24. We've won 3 straight games, but we lose Emmanuel Forbes for the rest of the season to a foot fracture. Before this, he was playing pretty well, at least forcing turnovers, but now he's done for the year. Out for 6 weeks. We don't even have 6 weeks left, so on IR he goes. We're going to have to sign somebody else to replace him, and it's going to be Marco Wilson, just a veteran guy to come in for the last 3 to 4 weeks of the year. And we're going to use these staff points on spectacular catch for these receivers. Seems to have been improving as the year has gone on, but we're a bottom 4 team in our conference right now. Probably got one more episode left to wrap up the year, but Wagner has turned things around. He's now throwing 22 touchdowns, 13 INTs. He was throwing 2 touchdowns, 8 INTs. Now he's at this. He has pulled himself out of the mud. Sure, he's been playing well in these sim games, but in these last 3 games where he's played, he has played pretty darn well. Only has 1 INT in those 3 games. Obviously was benched in the first one back in week 4, but still was not terrible. So a lot to like recently about him, and a lot to like with candidate going up to Star Dev 2, but we're still looking for answers on how to win these football games. But I'll see you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and peace out.